Another player we're bringing in ahead of the next episode, Jensen Jones. Bring him in on loan for 160 pounds a week, basically nothing, just to sit on and off our bench, kind of just twiddling their thumbs. They can recall him, unfortunately. Never mind, it cannot be terminated, so he's stuck with us until the end of the year. Perfect, considering I'm probably not going to play him most games. 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, on loan from Sunderland. Really, as I said, just going to sit on our bench and do what he's supposed to do. Provide backup when necessary. 6 foot, good option. Got a couple others like him looking to bring in. We've got a little bit of money we're still playing with. Let's hope we can do something with. Okay, baby, another awesome signing before the next episode. Alessio Falbo. He comes in from Milan with a ton of money, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, a 6'2 center back / right back. We're going to be playing with center back because that's where they want us to play him, and that's where we're going to be playing him. Never really played for them a couple of times last year in Serie A, but he is a very good player. Immediately going to jump into our starting lineup because he is incredible. Going to be testing about in this game that I've got in just a moment, the cup game, but in just a few days as well, not long after this, we will be joining you back for the Cardiff game. Another new signing. Not actually going to play the Cardiff match. Went ahead past it just because of how the schedule worked out. We're going to be playing against Watford and some other team. We'll get to that in just a bit. However, Viatu Saponara, paying 500 pounds a week, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. He is very good. He can play left back. More importantly, he can play left wing or left attacking midfield if we really want him to. So I'm thinking he's going to be a left wing backup, though we'll see what we end up doing with him. He may end up taking Montgomery's place. We may try and look to move Montgomery on, though Montgomery is under contract as opposed to this guy who's simply on loan. We'll see what we end up wanting to do. However, another great signing from the loan guys. The trade deadline is here. It'll pass before the next episode begins in earnest. However, 2 new players coming in. On loan, Matthew Granger, basically an option at center mid as a ball-winning midfielder or a couple of different positions depending on how we want to play him. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, though really only as a DM or as a ball-winning midfielder. He can play in either of these roles as 3 stars. However, the much more important signing is Daikon Drakes, a promising midfield player who can really play wherever we want him to. He's an awesome option off the bench. Once again, a ball-winning midfield player who can kind of play wherever he wants, kind of all over the place. Center back, even striker if we really, really want him to in a pinch. Definitely going to represent a good option off our bench. We are, however, going to run into trouble with having too many lone players on our bench. We're limited to, I believe, only 5. And so with so many of them currently in our lineup, we're going to have to make some choices as to who we're actually going to be using regularly. However, this guy is probably one of them. And what is likely our last move of the offseason, bringing in a 4-star midfield player, 4.5-star potential, Charlie McCann. He's in from Southampton until the end of the season. 6k pounds a week, definitely a big signing. However, he's very good at what he does, and most importantly, he apparently can do some penalty taking and other set pieces. Yes, we definitely needed that. Deep lying playmaker, that we can play a number of other positions as well. He's definitely going to be an option that probably slots right into our starting lineup. We'll figure out exactly how everything's going in just a moment, but he has been very good in and around this level before. He's played some games in the championship a few years back where he was very good for them. I've really found a loan partner since then, but he was bought for $5 million, and they're hoping he can turn into something special. So let's hope he plays that well for us. Okay, we're finally ready to begin today's episode. Welcome back. A lot of signings. It was pretty hectic right up until the deadline. Brought in a lot of players, and most importantly, a player recently went out. Adam Montgomery, who we paid, is our highest paid player at the club. We loaned him out for most of his salary, like 70-80% of his salary, plus 400k on top of that at the end of the season, where he is definitely going to get paid. He's going to be coming to us for that much on top of the amount we're already paying him. So we're going to make some money off of that. He's leaving because he 3-star, 4-star, we could definitely use an upgrade there. And we have all these loan players in, so I think we can certainly do something with that. So as it stands, financially, we are below the budget. We can make some money appear even if we wanted to for this upcoming January transfer. So a little bit of fiddle with there. Our overall balance is not great. Our projection is not great, but we're going to be fine. However, a lot of new players in the squad. I don't even know if we can have this many lone players currently milling about, but we're going to try. So, it'll be Fulks in goal, a back four of Ferreira, Falbo, Drakes, and Wormlayton, Taylor, McCain, Oakley Booth in midfield, Adam Edwards behind Burstow. Normally, I would have Ads Head in midfield over Oakley Booth. However, Oakley Booth has kicked up a fuss because he doesn't want to lose his spot to McCain, which he's going to. So we're going to give him a few games at where he currently is as a squad player so that he doesn't kick up a fuss anymore. However, we're probably going to switch him forward, put Ad's Head back onto the bench, kind of swapping him out depending. Ed Turns would normally be on the bench instead of Frimpong, but we'll see how that goes. Can we submit the team? No more than... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so... You come onto the bench there, Sturge. And Ferrer, can you play center mid? You cannot. And, okay. So we only have one option at the back. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Ad's Head. You can play at left back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think we're good with that. Sturge may be another player who may be looking to get sent out the door in the near future, just because he's not really capable of being amazing beyond what he currently is. So, let's go ahead and jump into this next match. Sorry it took so long to get here, but I wanted to show you all the new players that we brought in. Some of them are definitely going to be playing for us for most of the rest of the season. As for this game, though, game against Norwich, sorry. It's this game against Norwich, and then we got in 3 days a game against Watford, our former parent club, who are struggling so far in the league. Norwich near the top, I believe. We are at home, away, something. I think we're at home. They're in and about our current position. This match is certainly going to be indicative of what we have. In other news, I've also set up a new tactic to start training, a 4-2-3-1. We can have a little bit more options for attack if we want to go that way, because we have a number of players who can currently play pretty reasonably up as the attacking midfielder, Josh Adams being the key one, who certainly, that's what he's always wanted to do, and I've been trying to force him out wide, and he's certainly improved this season. Burstow currently leading the league in terms of goals scored, which is nothing new for Burstow. He likes doing that. Oh, Papa is an interesting name. Okay. But I'm beginning to see a lot of names that I recognize, Lagra being one of them. So we certainly are going to have some competition. The only reason the Cardiff game got delayed is because of we got further in the cup. We advanced. We almost got mugged out of the cup, but we got lucky and won on penalties, even though we're really not a good penalty team. But we came out, had a break because of international. Actually had 7 players in our squad away on international duty, which is surprising. But we got a 2-week break. Now we're looking to come in and win. What? Edwards. What was that? We're free on goal, and then you just stopped? Okay, well, once again, we're looking to be avoiding relegation this season. We have the worst salary in the entire league by not by a wide margin. Bolton are down here with us. They're ahead of us by maybe like 10K a year, 15K a year. However, there are teams in this league that have more than 10 or 15 times our salary per week. So we are not expected to be good in this league. Coming out and avoiding relegation would be good enough based on our budgets. However, with the amount of lone players we brought in, I think we can come out here and make a scene and come out mid-table, and next year look to make a big pay raise and come out and do something here. This is a season of development. Next season will be... Yeah, that was offside. I was wondering about that. He seemed offside when he received that. And next season will be the season we do something. There is no way that we are getting promoted. This is not one of those things where I'm like, oh, maybe we will, maybe we won't once we come towards the end of the season. I will... I don't know. I don't even know. It would blow my mind if we were actually good enough to fight for relegation. We've been a better team. We're getting shots away. Let's keep going. Yep, that sounds fair. Not actually scored a goal so far, but our XG says we really should be ahead by 1 goal. Edwards not having the greatest of game because he let that other goal go away. I think we can come out and do something. We've had this kind of happen to us. We've not been clinical in our execution, but we've had a lot of shots. We certainly are an aggressive team, even though we're only unbalanced. Maybe if we went to a more attacking setup, we might be able to do something. But for now, I don't want to rock the boat because we have been not necessarily. What in the world was that own goal? I've seen own goals before, but never one that just seemed that random. So long ball over the to the right side. Formulaton coming down, on the attack, centers the ball, and that guy's just running, not even thinking that the ball's going to end up his feet. He expected the center to come a little bit further behind him. Darlington just got, we just got lucky there with that goal. I mean, the XG says we should earn it, but let's see, what substitutions do we need to make? Our bench is not great at the moment. Do we have anybody that can come on for Edwards? Ford can come on for Edwards. Doing okay. I think for now what we'll do, we're gonna let that go a little bit longer. Switch on Ferraro, we'll bring on Sturge. Actually, yeah, we'll bring on Sturge still. And then anybody else in midfield feeling tired? McCain, who he's having an okay game, is going to be coming off for probably Ad's Head. Payne can play center mid? He can't play center mid. Why does it keep saying Payne can play everywhere? I don't know. I'm thinking we need to start training Payne somewhere else, because Wormleyton does get the start over him most days. I feel like we could certainly do a little bit better in terms of not wasting potential. Okay, now we need to make something happen. Ben, you can come on? No, you cannot. Here's what we do. Adams comes off, and you. Saponara can come on to play that left winger role. All that substitution good. Want to make sure that Burstow is ready and able to play this next game that we're going to be playing in just a couple of days. So we don't want to wear him out too badly. Same here with Taylor. Now come off for Ben, who after a bit of training in center mid is 3-star in most of the positions we care about, if not all of them. Third now at the corner, sending it to Falbo, who just sends it over the net. That's fine. We're up by 1 goal, and as long as we keep this lead, our own target has been pretty atrocious this game. Only 1 in 3 shots, and they've been much more clinical. We got, bailed out by that own goal. We happen to score this one here. There we go. Alicio Falbo. Now we actually feel like we deserve this one. We are still quite clinical on these corners. Every once in a while we go on a dry streak. We can usually come out and score these quite well. Jumpy boys do the jumping thing. So, happy with the result. I'm happy with the way you played. A little bit clinical. Would be nicer. However, now we're going to be up against our former parent club who are struggling in this league, Watford. Let's go out and get a good result against them. Okay, no changes for the upcoming game against Watford. This game specifically is going to be, I never really check these things. Away against Watford, which is nice because our stadium still only holds 6,500 people because we are not yet done constructing the new stadium. It should be done next year. Next year we'll be able to play in it and then immediately need to start expanding it. But, no changes. Let's just go out and start thumping teams. A good thumping against Watford, just to show them how far we've come. It's been, what, 5, 6 years? Pick up where we left off last time. Yes, there we go. Make the difference. Let's get the midfielders going in as well. And finally, we can get Burstow typed up. There we go. That's what we like to see. Very, very nice colors. We played against these guys many times throughout the years because they are a parent club. We wanted to make the 800 or 100 or however how much money we were able to make off playing them because of them being our parent club. It was free for us. We didn't have to split the gate proceeds. Let's not let them go out and score an early goal because it looks like they are getting ready to score on us. Very much do not appreciate. Oh, we got lucky. We got lucky there. On us from the get-go. Playing a 4-4-2, very non-league of them. I don't see that all that often on FM23. However, I do respect it more than the teams who play heavily defensively. At the very least, they do outnumber us in the midfield if they really want to play around there. Not by much, but we also we're a solo striker. I think, though, because we have so many players playing wide, it should be fine. Very nice cross in coming from them. That seems offside, but it was not called offside. And Lewis Potter goes out and scores them an early goal. I think they're going to play extra hard just to show that we still are beneath them. Because we've not had a team come out and be this dominant against us within 5 minutes so far this season. And Watford are struggling right now. Does drop us down a point. Oh my god. Pereira has taken a knock. Okay. He is going to come off for Sturge. Just fine by me. Another thing to note is a lot of our players that are currently, we've got in on loan, at least the ones that are currently in our lineup, in our bench, most of them are out of contract at the end of the season. So we can very much look to sign a majority of them come the next offseason. So these players, we can start looking to expand our team and keeping them on permanently. Because next year, we don't want to be a team that relies on, half our team being loan players, which is what we've currently got, which is kind of depressing. We'll make it work. Okay, we're currently taking too far of shots. We want to work the ball into the box. I think we just need to play better. That was atrocious. Terrible, sorted out. Let's come out and actually see a highlight for us. No one wants to play well. Falbo and Drake's, basically our entire defensive line, are just struggling so far this game. Fortunately, we don't have very many players that we can bring in for them. That's not good. Okay, we can, I guess, bring off you, bring on Payne, bring in Kane Taylor, I guess, is struggling and is a little bit tired. Bring in Ad's Head, play for him, and call that good for now. 2 more substitutions, remember, because we had an early substitution. We'll wait until the 75th minute to make these 2. I think we're just going to come out here and, oh my goodness, Burstow. Don't let him score off a corner. We want to keep this at least close. Okay. They've earned another corner. Something. See what they've got here. Come on. Clear it, please. Clear it, please. There you go. It's something. It's not fully cleared. Loose Pottery scored on us earlier, and they've earned themselves another corner. Stop the highlights, please. I don't like 3 corners in a row now. Just can't seem to kick the ball far enough. There we go. There's a decent clearance. And are we going to kick the ball clear? And let him cross and then send it all the way back. There we go. That ends the highlight. So, as I said, we have a new tactic set up, which I'm going to switch this over to. We need to go out and score. Let's go out and score. Who can play Ad's Head? You can play. You're not great playing forward. Oakley Booth can play forward. So these 2 are getting swapped. You're going to be playing as a center mid on. We'll play as a box-to-box midfielder. They don't want to have too many people attacking at once. They'll be playing as an attacking advanced playmaker. As for other substitutions, we'll bring off Adams, bring on you, and no, we're just going to leave Burstow, and he's a bit tired. We do have a bit off until the next game. He'll be fine. And we got the final substitution. Edwards is apparently a bit tired. We can bring on Ford. Like a mid substitution. And it's the only one we've got, so we'll do it. And this basically going all out attacking, saying go forward and conquer. Attacking system, here we go. We've earned ourselves a free kick. And Ford, yes! Romari Ford. As soon as we go attacking, we've shown them what we've got. Ford on the end of that free kick. Not one usually to make these headers, but every once in a while he'll come up and score in the clutch. Very, very sharp corner there. Unexpected him to score because he's done that in like a year. Mugging them a little bit. They should be ahead of us by a goal, but we've got them out here and shown them what for. Shown Watford what for. That's got to be a setting. Sturge now almost loses the ball, but is able to keep it just barely. Ford, come on, come on. There's so many feet in there. McCain, Charlie McCain. McCann. There we go. We've gone up. Just a big mosh pit in front of their goal, but it doesn't matter. We came away with it. Barely keeping control there. Ad's Head. Bit of a runner. Since the 40 shoots, blocks. And that, oh, it was a header. A very powerful header, oddly enough. I think they just got Football Manager there. Head offside, not too worried about that. A win is a win in my books. A win is a win. So we came away with today. I mean, no one gave us a chance, and you played magnificent. Once again, double thumbs up from me. Everything's going great. Very excited. We are currently in the automatic promotion spots through 6 games. Wow. Okay, we have come off to a hot start. A very, very hot start. Don't even know what to say. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule now. Probably going to play a few games unless we come up against anybody interesting in the Cup. Maybe a Premier League competition. Play a couple games. Probably come back somewhere towards the end of October is where we're looking. Because this season, if things continue as they are and we look to be a mid-table side, maybe even push it for promotion, I don't think we're going to. There's a chance if all this form continues. We only dropped 1 game thus far. I think we can come out here and be mid-table, and that's interesting enough to watch. Some competitive games, seeing what we've got in our team, specifically our lone players that we can look to bring in permanently. I'm excited for the future. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.